I hope you're all doing well. We've been preparing to go through the book of Acts together as a church this fall. One thing that really strikes me about the book of Acts is the action, the adventure. People aren't sitting back being comfortable, living a life that's convenient. They're stepping out, putting others first, living a life that takes risks, is walking in the Spirit, and they never know where they're going to end up next. And of course, being a hiker, that's my analogy, right? Sutton Peak. We're headed up that way, going to the snow, and then up the left-hand side of the ridge, going up the east face, and it is risk. Of course, there's danger involved, but in risk, you don't just blindly stumble into it. We've done our research. We've talked to people who've done the route before. We have our ropes, our protection, our helmets. Everything that has risk is costly. Of course, there's a cost. That's why it's a risk. It's risky, but there's also a benefit, isn't there? For me, climbing, the benefit, I love the exhilaration, the sense of accomplishment. I've done it, yes, complete. But of course, everyone's personality is different. And most of you aren't going to be joining me up here hanging off the rocks. And when we look at our own spiritual lives, we look at different people's gifts, and sometimes we think, oh, stepping out in faith, it looks like that. But for each one of us, it might look different. Inviting people into the home or out for coffee, going for a walk with people. Some people talking to complete strangers, others just spending time and being that listening ear. The idea isn't just to be carefree and risky. The idea is to step out in faith, to see what does God have in store for us, so that we're battling against complacency, against just comfort and convenience, and we're saying, God, I'll follow you no matter where it goes, even if I'm not quite sure what's coming next. And when I read through Acts, half the time I think, the apostles, I wonder what they were thinking. Like, they just would get thrown in jail one day, they get let out of jail, and boom, back on the streets preaching again. And it's like, whoa, do they have no sense of self-preservation? And yet they had a bigger goal. And that's what we do. Keep our eyes on the bigger goal. And then if it means risk, we're willing to take it because it's worth it. And I know us being the church, we are the church. It's worth it following Jesus.